Hey guys, it's Brian here, and I'm back with a response video. I was tagged by Cinemaniac77, and I guess the nature of the tag was it was the genre tag where you pick you have 10 genres, and you have to pick your favorite film from each genre. Um, I decided to add an extra rule for myself, and is that I couldn't choose any film that was made prior to the year 2000, just to switch things up a little bit and not stick with the standards. So I do have 10 films here from 10 different genres, and I guess I'll go right through them. Okay, so first up, we're going to start with drama. And my pick for favorite genre movie is Requiem for a Dream. This is a 2000 release. I really do love this movie a lot. The thing about this film is it's so depressing that I haven't been able to bring myself to watch this one again. And I know it's a 4K out, and I want to upgrade it, but I know if I buy it, I probably won't watch it. But it'd be so nice to have. So, Requiem for a Dream, favorite drama movie. All right, so next up we have favorite romantic film. And I decided to go with Spring. This is, I think, it's a 2014 movie, and this is done by the directors of The Endless. And this is a really interesting movie. They have this guy that's on this European trip, and he meets this young woman that he kind of falls in love with, but she's kind of this weird immortal shapeshifter, and it's weird because he's falling in love with her, and at the same time she's turning into all these different creatures and stuff. It's a really cool movie. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't seen it. So, favorite romantic movie, Spring. All right, favorite animated film is Paranorman. I really do love this film a lot. I love how morbid it is. Usually with some of these children's film that have horror elements, they kind of pull back a little bit, but this one doesn't. So it's a really cool film. Um, I don't know how I would have felt about this film if I was a child and saw it. I probably would have loved it just as much, but I really do love this film a lot, and that's my choice for favorite animated movie. All right, so next up we have favorite comedy, and I went with The World's End from Edgar Wright. This is I can't remember this 2015 or what year this came out, or 2012 or whatever. Really do love this movie a lot. Kind of has a Doctor Who feel to it. This is probably my favorite of the Cornetto trilogy. I do love Shaun of the Dead as well, but I really do like this one. This one's a lot of fun. All right, next up we have favorite action movie. I decided to go with The Raid 2, which is a great action film. I love The Raid, but this one is so much better. I think this is one of the better action sequels and sequels in general of this that I've ever seen. I really do love this one a lot. Um, so that's The Raid 2 for action movies. All right, so next up we have favorite horror movie. I decided to go with It Follows, which is actually my favorite horror movie of the last decade. This 2015 film. I do love this one so much. I don't know if much I can say about it. I just really love this movie. I know I'm kind of biased too because it was shot partially in my hometown, but I do love this movie. All right, so next up we have favorite comic book film. I decided to go with Dread. Really love this film a lot as well. Uh, this film has no right to be as good as it is. It's funny because I was so disappointed with the 1990s version with Sylvester Stallone, where he didn't even wear his helmet for half the time. And this one, Carl Urban has his helmet on almost the entire time. You don't even see his face, which is a pretty bold move for an actor not to show his full face on screen when he's a star of a movie. I wish they had made a sequel to this. I wish this film had done better at the box office than it did. I don't know if people ignored this one, but what are you going to do? All right, so next up we have favorite Western. And I went with Brimstone. This is a really interesting Western. Came out a couple years ago. This one stars Dakota Fanning and Guy Pearce. This is a really cool movie. This one is kind of trippy with its timeline because it's not, the story isn't told linear. It's all over the place. But basically, Guy Pearce's character is after Dakota Fanning's character, and he's got reasons for it. And it's really kind of interesting. It's a brutal movie, and it's kind of unforgiving, but I do love this one a lot. All right, next up we have adventure film, and I went with Guardians of the Galaxy. I do love this one a lot. This is probably one of my favorite of the MCU movies. And I think the thing I like the most about it is that this film works outside of the MCU. In fact, they didn't really even need to be part of the MCU, and it worked just as well. And it's got a great soundtrack as well. So that's Guardians of the Galaxy. And last up, we have science fiction. And I went with Donnie Darko. I didn't really want to choose anything that was more, that laid more on action or war. I wanted something that was more based on ideas. And this is such a weird movie with lots of weird ideas in it, like time travel and other stuff. Um, it's amazing that this film got made when it did. I can't see this film get made today just because of everything's gotten to more blockbustery and stuff like that. But I do love this one a lot. Still need to upgrade this one. All right, guys. So that's pretty much it. That's my list. I'll leave the tag open because I'm pretty sure everyone has done one of these by now. I'm probably one of the last people to do one. So if you want to do one, go ahead. I don't know. Okay, guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you all later.